Today's reading from Good Enough is When You Are Exhausted. Back in Manitoba, Canada, where Kate is from, winters are cold and dark and seem to last from October to May. There's lots of ice hockey and ice fishing on lakes on which you are certain large vehicles should not be driving. The snow sticks to your eyelashes, and 20 degrees below freezing is relatively balmy. To cope, I turn to candles, fireplaces, friends, and industrial-strength goose-feather-filled parkas, and long walks at night to look at the stars. As I lean back and look up at that inky expanse, edged by the silver of the birch trees, the sky becomes a benign space where ideas effortlessly come and go. And eventually, something stirs and busies itself within me, doing some kind of mysterious interior repair. I become a little more myself. In our everything must be done 15 minutes ago culture, every last ounce of effort has been expended, breathed out, spent. This exhaustion is not so much a place, but a signpost. It gives us useful information and tells us what to do next. But first we have to inventory. It's usually only in retrospect that I see how depleted I have become, how much I need a break. The self-help industry would have you believe that whatever your problem, it can be fixed with a little more effort. Maximize your workday. Have a miracle morning. Exercise for 30 minutes every day. Have you taken your daily apple cider vinegar shot? Pro tip, apple cider vinegar is better ingested in the form of a salad dressing, not a shot glass. I recently read an article meant to inspire busy mothers by lifting up an 18th century paragon of female virtue, Susanna Wesley. Her sons, John and Charles Wesley, founded modern Methodism and wrote many of the hymns we still enjoy today. The article read something like, Susanna Wesley was the mother of 19 children, and yet she still found time to pray. She would take her apron and pull it over her head to signal to others that she needed time with God. No excuses, modern mothers. Now let's just pause for a moment and think about that. 19, a dozen and a half plus one more. That's the amount of noisy, messy, hungry humanity that was on the other side of a single sheet of cotton separating Susanna from her army of children. And how much sanctuary did it buy her? Apparently enough that she was still deeply pious. We are meant to conclude that whatever our individual circumstances, nothing should be too much to skip nurturing our spiritual life. Never mind the changes in family roles and methods of child rearing since then, or the particulars of your life in this moment. When we are exhausted, it is a difficult thing to bear up under the weight of other people's seeming perfection. What about when a child is sick, or a partner or parent has dementia? What if there's just not enough? Not enough money, or time, or energy, or help, or strength to meet the pressing need. We are barely hanging on, barely holding it together. Rest? There's no time for rest. You can't imagine adding one more thing to the 7 plates you're already spinning. But here's the truth. You are in this chronic, unfixable condition called life, and yet at the same time, you are precious beyond rubies. You are worth protecting and preserving. You are meant to be intact. Jesus said, I have come that they may have life and have it to the full. John 10:10. Stop and notice. Are you worn out? What do you need? Ask God to show us what leaches the life from our bones. Let us ask God to show us whether there is anything we can set down. Remember, not everything has to be done, and not everything has to be done by you. May you find a small place for rest that is life-giving and fits what is available to you today. A blessing for when you're weary. Oh God, I am so tired. Each breath is shallow. My strength has melted away, and hope is hidden behind a wall. I don't even want to crawl out of bed. I feel alone. The parenting, the endless to-dos, the juggling too much, the spread too thin. Oh God, I cry out to you from the ends of the earth. Show me again how this works, how you bring dry bones to life. Help me. Blessed are we, the weary and weak and sore, with only the merest ember left burning, but who still say, breathe on me, God. Breathe life into my tired body, my heavy limbs. Bring light to the dark corners of my mind. Breathe comfort into my sad heart. Blessed are we, who turn our gaze to seek the one who truly sees us and knows us, like newborns whose bleary sight focuses to find adoring eyes beaming down, delighting and filling, mirroring and multiplying. Blessed are we, who discover we are loved and held in arms that are strong enough to hold that which we cannot.